Big breaking news we've been following all afternoon. A private plane flying from Rochester to Florida, and then somehow something went wrong. On board, a Buffalo native and his wife. Good evening, everyone. Details have been pouring in all afternoon.
The investigation continues right now into exactly how this happened. The private plane took off from Rochester this morning, and then hours later, the alarm sounded when it veered off course before crashing into the Caribbean. News 4 senior correspondent Rich Newberg has the very latest. Rich?
Don and Jackie, it may have been a loss in cabin pressure. Investigators are trying to determine why the pilot became unresponsive. Larry Glazer was a major developer in Rochester who grew up here in Buffalo.
Well, if you're going to have a healthy region, you have to have a healthy downtown.
68-year-old Larry Glazer had said his Buffalo roots gave him that notion. He owned Buckingham Properties in Rochester, whose properties included the Xerox Tower, Bausch & Lomb Building, and the Midtown Tower. This morning, he set out for Naples, Florida with his wife Jane, piloting his 7-seat turboprop, when suddenly he dropped out of communication.
Pilots, anyone on the plane, unresponsive, any attempts of communication. So the question is, what is happening on board?
The ill-fated flight had the world watching as the plane's fuel supply began to dwindle.
And it's just a question of calculating where it will go down. 2
F-15 fighter planes from the United States followed the turboprop as it approached Cuban airspace. They were able to see the pilot slumped over and the windows frosted over.
Brings us to the question, perhaps could this be a depressurized cabin?
The plane crashed in water north of Jamaica. Larry Glazer was a graduate of Riverside High School and UB.
We believe that there is a great future here in the rebirth of downtown Rochester.
Buckingham Properties closed early as the tragedy unfolded.
We hope everyone will have their thoughts and prayers with the Glazers at this difficult time.
Governor Andrew Cuomo issued a statement saying the Glazers were innovative and generous people who were committed to revitalizing downtown Rochester and making the city they loved a better place for all. And the governor added that I offer my deepest condolences to the Glazers' family and friends during this difficult and trying time. Reporting live, Rich Newberg, News 4 at 6.